Composition, the bones of a painting, is designed for the beginning artist. It is designed to help you take your subject matter, some type of plant or some kind of organic matter, turn it into some basic abstract shapes, arrange them into an interesting composition that you will be satisfied when you finish your painting. A lot of times, beginners, when they first start off, you get so into your plant. You study your plant. You measure your plant. You just totally get into, especially the flowers, that you forget that this is only part of what goes into designing a composition. A good composition, it is the bones of your painting. It is the ingredients that go into the making of a cake. It is not the icing. It is something that gets started at the very beginning of when you are planning a painting. It's not done later. It starts from the very beginning. And we're going to step through that whole entire process through this class. Now, one of the things I really caution you on is, yes, fall in love with your plant. I want you to love what you're doing, but also be thinking about how can I arrange these? How can I come up with something? What is it that's intriguing me about this plant? What is it I'm falling in love with? Why? Start asking yourself questions about how to make this a really good composition. And I also want to challenge you to be thinking abstract shapes, not those gorgeous details or those wonderful colors or that little bit of a leaf that a bug has eaten out of, which is an interesting shape. What we need to be thinking of, especially at the very, very beginning, is broad abstract shapes. So as you walk around the world during this class, stop looking at the details, even though I know we are so detail oriented, but try and stop looking at the details, squint, and start trying to see broad shapes. We will be covering positive and negative shapes, dominance and subordination, balance, rhythm, center of interest, how to do thumbnail sketches, and lastly, how highlights and shadows enhance the center of interest. Eventually you're going to want, and it may take years, but eventually you're going to want composition to be fairly intuitive. But even so, composition involves both the intuitive and the intellectual aspects of your brain, because you're going to be doing thumbnail sketches that are pretty much going to be intuitive. Then you're going to step back from your little thumbnail sketches and intellectualize what's wrong, what's right, what do I need to adjust with this thumbnail. So while your subconscious and how you're feeling is important, it's just as important to step back from your work and figure out the good and the bad and the ugly. So let's continue.